What's up, gamers? It's your boy, Launchpad 1412. Excited to be back with some Madden 23 gameplay here. We got an online ranked match versus a random opponent. My opponent has the Washington Commanders. We have the Indianapolis Colts, suggested by a subscriber by the name of Chris Jackelman. My man, 100 grand. Thanks for putting in the request for your team. If you want me to play with a specific team right now, put it in the comment section. I'll do the best I can. I'm going to get to your team. Just be patient. I'm going to get to your team throughout the rest of the year. I'm going to get to your team. You're going to get the shout out. Just bear with me. I got a lot of teams to go. I still got like 10 to 20 teams to go, man. So just put your request in, and I'm gonna knock down those pins, deliver that mail. You guys know how I do. Now, with no further ado, let's get into the review. Okay, Madden review so far. This is my Madden review so far. Now, I've probably played about 20 games. Let's see. I think about 20 to 25 games. And I play some, because I also have played some Ultimate Team games and stuff like that. Now let's start with the stuff that I like about the game. I like the juking. I like how when you have a more elusive and quicker running back or a wide receiver, specifically a running back, the juke is better. I don't know why they didn't master this years ago. It bugs me a little bit because now it's like I got to get used to being able to juke much better now versus last year where the juke just felt so stiff, like stale, like. It's not at that point to where it was like the fluidity was on the PS3. It's not there, or it wasn't the PS4. Maybe it was PS3. I'm not gonna say it's at that level. I don't know if we ever get that again. I'm not sure, but it's definitely more fluid. I feel like when I have someone that can juke well, I feel like I have a good chance of juking my defender. And that's how it should feel. Sometimes it's going to work. Sometimes it's not, depending on where you at, what angle. I've noticed that. I've noticed that it's a very little detail. How the spin move works well, the juke from left to right works well, the stiff arm. I love how the stiff arm works a whole lot better than I think it's ever have. It's not, because I know one year it was overpowered, but then they nerfed it. To me, it doesn't feel like it's too overpowered. It doesn't feel like it's too underpowered. It feels like it's just right. So I really, really like that. I like how you can throw through the seams a little bit better when people are in cover 3 and cover 4 and cover 2. Cover 2 can be a little more difficult to throw on, but you still can throw in between the seams fairly decent. People do get some wild picks. People get wild picks, but that's just part of Madden. You can't have everything. I do like how you have to run the ball. From what I can tell, don't get me wrong, you go against people that have really good run defense, like this guy I'm playing against right here. Some people do have really good run defense, but the thing of it is, if you run the ball well, you will notice that a part of why you're able to run the ball well is because you're able to hit holes better. And like when one hole is not there, you can kind of go to the next one if you do it quick enough, especially if you have a quicker. Maybe not with Derrick Henry, but if you have like a Jared McKinnon or a Raheem Mostert, you will notice that you're hitting the holes just a little bit better. And I like how you kind of got to Le'Veon Bell it a little bit. You got to wait, see what hole is open, and then you hit the hole. Like I said, unless they're already in the backfield, what's happening? Just like in real life, sometimes your defenders get behind a lot of scrimmage and tackle you. This is what it is. But I think the run scheme is much better. I think the linebacker users are definitely better. I think they're just right there. I think they figured that part out too. Sometimes, they don't let the linebackers react. Now that part bugs me. Like if I'm right there, let me just at least bat it down. If I'm right there, if I made the right decision, don't let them throw the ball through me. I'm trying to think. Are there some other things that I like about this game that stood out? Besides the obvious, I'm just trying to think. So far, that's all I have. Now, as far as what I don't like I just said, getting the ball thrown to me. If I'm in the right position to make a play, let me get the pick. If my opponent is in the right position to make the play, let them get the pick. Somebody get them. let them get the pick. Like if they're if a person in the right position, let them make the play. Don't let them get the ball thrown through them. One-on-one. Now I see where this is what I'm talking about right here. This is a perfect example right there. You see how I had the positioning with Michael Pitts? Why was that intercepted? Like I had the perfect position. Granted, I should have threw to the other guy that was open. I tried to get a bigger play, but because we got to Harry get a couple points here, but 2 touchdowns, 3 to win it. But why? My whole thing is like, how am I supposed to know? You know, when I have an opportunity, like that was like a pure pick. It was like the ball went right through Michael Pittman. It's your ball went right through Michael Pittman, and it got intercepted. Now, am I looking at that wrong? Did Matt Ryan throw a bad ball? Maybe he overthrew it a tad bit. Maybe I didn't see it. That could have been the case. But it seems like one-on-one, I'm not sure what to do. When I click on as a defender, when the ball's getting thrown my way, I'm scared to death because I don't know. I don't like it. I want to know that I'm at least going to be able to bat it down. Even if I don't get the pick, at least let me bat it down. That's all I'm asking. If I'm right there, when I hit the jump button to jump for it, let me jump. Sometimes the guy don't move. Look at that situation. That's what I mean by throwing through. Like my man was right there. Like how in the world did he get that? But sometimes when I click on, I don't move. It's scarier than Jason on a Friday. My goodness. I'm like, man, just let me get that. What else don't I like about the game? So far, I think those are the only two things. Oh yeah, I think the pass rush is getting a little ridiculous as far as, you know, how quick people are getting in the backfield. Like I need to tone that down just a bit, man. Like just a bit. It ain't got to be a super tone down, but tone it down just a little bit. Like it's a little ridiculous, man. Like people in the backfield, you know, like they know you, like they in your refrigerator. I'm like, wait, man, how you get in the house? Like, bro, you in the refrigerator already? You like, brother, man, you done made a whole sandwich and everything. Mayonnaise, tomatoes, lettuce, everything. Overall, as of right now, I gotta say, I'm quite impressed with the Madden more than I'm not really disappointed, more than I'm unimpressed. You know, whatever the opposite word for that would be. And with that said, for right now, I will honestly give this Madden a 7.5 out of 10 right now. It's probably the highest score I've given Madden in a long time. I think last year I gave it like a 6. The year before, probably like a 6. I think it's been a lot of 6, maybe a 5 here and there. But I gotta say, this is a 7.5. It's definitely an improvement. Just work on that blitzing, and just let me know what I can do when I'm in one-on-one coverage or when I click on somebody. Like, for the love of God, like I would have probably won. Like I have won most of my games, but man, I probably would have won all kinds of games, if it had not been for those few things. But yeah, man, shout out to my opponent, man. Much love, much respect, man. I did play a bad game, but that's not why I lost. The reason why I lost this game because this was a bad matchup versus this opponent with how my opponent plays versus how I play. And this wasn't a good team to go up against this guy. The Colts were only one good receiver. Like when somebody's playing like he's playing, you got to get better, receivers, and you got to have more than one. So this was a bad matchup for me, and that's why I lost this game. Especially with his ability to stop the run like he was. This was just a bad matchup. But yeah, like I think if I had a better team, I probably beat this guy by 30 with a better team. It's your boy,